Hello everypony, Prince Alagorn of Aquilonia here, and today we are just going to talk a little bit about the Factory Scootaloo blog. Factory Scootaloo is not the scariest grimdark, but it is a lot of fun. A reboot of an older blog, Factory Scoots, is an alternate universe take on Rainbow Factory. In this version, Scoots passes her flight test and is taken in by Dashie as a new employee of the factory. From there, we follow her trials and tribulations as she goes through daily life as a factory employee, all while trying to keep her head on and trying to hold off the static, an eldritch force of pure destruction that may or may not be connected to Discord in some fashion, that seeks to use Scoots as a conduit into the world to wreak its havoc. The blog has its share of serious moments. Anytime the static tries to creep in, things get more than a little bit spooky. Scoots devolves into incoherent rambling, oddly placed sadistic threats, and wild flights of imagination that always seem to point to some apocalyptic cataclysm. The crossover with Serious Dash, where she's shown a world in which her and Dash's roles in Pegasus device are reversed, with her as the sadistic manager and Dash as absentia, is absolutely disturbing to the core. Her confrontations with the manager, in this universe not Rainbow Dash, but a cousin of Aurora Dawn, also named Aurora, the same appearance as her, which screams something is very wrong here to me, are tense beyond belief. Scoots claims she was the one that killed Aurora, despite us supposedly seeing her first kill early in the blog, which again raises all kinds of questions. So manager Dawn hates her. The revelation of Orion's survival and their subsequent reunion is touching and bittersweet, and the loyalty test arc is just heartbreaking. In this arc, Dash has Scoots kidnapped and placed into the processing cell with the failures. They come to befriend each other in the time they are together. Unfortunately, Scoots has to prove her loyalty to the factory by killing one of them, Violet. It's a heart-rending arc and very difficult to get through. At the same time though, what makes this blog is that it never takes itself too seriously. In between storylines, and even sometimes within them, silliness can abound. Scoots likes to crack one-liners and get sarcastic with the audience. She still tries to maintain a sense of fun when she's off duty, even though the strain has clearly gotten to her more and more as the story has progressed. Hell, she and the Reaper Pony have even had tea together a few times, which is just plain silly, good fantasy fun. There's a number of other blogs that take place in the Factory Scoots universe. There's blogs for both Dashie and Dr. Atmosphere, though they're rarely updated. There used to be an Orion blog as well, tied directly into the main blog, but Kai, its moderator, had to close it. Two other Orion blogs have popped up recently though, playing off of Kai's aesthetics, including one that places Orion in the situation that Scoots currently finds herself in. Recently, Violet's Ghost has gotten its own blog. It tends to be a bit more lighthearted, playing on Violet's established characterization as a forgiving and peace-loving type, haunting the factory with the goal of trying to be Scoots' conscience. Their meeting in the main blog, though, was something else entirely. Probably spurred by Scoots' guilt, her appearance there was a lot more serious and a lot more terrifying. Instead of soothing Scoots, she scares the ever-living shit out of her, appearing to her as she had been after being fed into the Pegasus device, shredded in half with her entrails hanging out. The main side blog, though, is Screaming Galaxy, a collaboration between Hoofprint, the moderator of the main Factory Scoots blog, and Kai, the moderator of the Orion blog. It's a bad ending alternate universe / possible future for the main blog. The story of it is that Scoots sees Orion being killed and is unable to help, and that forces her to succumb to the static. She loses her will in the process, but gains the ability to basically erase existence itself. The forces that be, seeing this, resurrect Orion, driven insane himself through the act of being forced back to life, giving him universal sight as well as making him a being of pure willpower to act as Scoots' guide. Scoots being too dangerous to exist in our universe anymore, they take residence in a pocket universe and have a child named Treble. From there, the story is rather vague. As you can see from the screenshot below, if you can read it, I've been trying to get more info from Hoofprint, but it's proving nigh impossible. I want to do a Screaming Galaxy fanfic, but I don't want to fill in these gaping blanks by myself. I want to know her intent and where she wants this damn thing to go. I don't like breaking canon if I can avoid it. I like to Instead, expand canon. I like to work with what's there and try to do new things with it. And while the idea of this side universe is great and inspires a lot of basic ideas that I could play with, there's not enough canon for me to feel comfortable working with any of them. Anyways, if you're looking for a great balance of humor and horror, you can't do much better than Factory Scootaloo. It's fantastic and you should be following it. Until next time, bye.